very special night. We would like to honor the 1974 State Wrestling Championship team of the Fieldhouse. This is their 40-year anniversary. This team went 13-0 in dual meets. In 1974 was the first of the 21 state championships the Red Raiders ever won. In 1974, there were 376 wrestling teams, all in one class. The state team title was earned through an individual tournament format. We qualified 4 wrestlers to the state tournament and placed 3. Tonight, here are the returners for that 1974 team, coaches, managers, cheerleaders. We'll start off with Mr. Pat Zimmerman. Mr. Jerry Kreutzer. Mr. Bob Elliott. Representing the late Gary Hansen, his father Larry, and his brothers Todd and Scott. Mr. Jerry Klodowski. Mr. Bob Gilman. Mr. Pat Turbin. Mr. Jeff Brundage. Finishing second on that state tournament team in the individual side, Mr. Jim Ravishke. And the first state champion in Lincoln High School wrestling history, Mr. Jerry Turbin. Assistant coaches, Mr. Pete Poeschl. Assistant coach, Mr. Dick Kavanaugh. And Hall of Fame coaching member, Mr. Lewie, Benitz. Ladies and gentlemen, one more quick round of applause for the 1974
Hey, welcome wrestling fans to the Lincoln High School Fieldhouse and the annual duel meet between Stevens Point Panthers and our Rapids Red Raiders. It's an interesting duel, seeing we only had 3 dual meets at home this year. It's not the greatest thing we wanted, but it so happens that these 2 teams are still undefeated in the Valley. Rapids is 4-0, Stevens Point is 3-0, DC Everest is 2-1, Merrill is 2-1, Marshfield's 1-2, Wausau East is 0-4, and Wausau West is 0-4. So, for all practical purposes, before the tournaments anyway, this is kind of a showdown. So helping tonight is Tom Lokes, he's the director of public access, and Pete Poeschl, one of our old coaches here, and I'm Lewie Benitz, and this is kind of a special night. It's been 40 years since the Raiders won a first state championship back in 1974. And we had a little ceremony here ahead of time. We introduced them. We had a lot of guys back, and Looking back at this, Pete, I guess it's longer than I realized.
That was my first year of coaching with you, Lewie, and was off to a good start, I thought.
Okay, we're going to have the national anthem here, and then we'll get wrestling. So again, we're back here at the Lincoln Fieldhouse, and it's unfortunately we don't have more dual meets this year, but it's just how it shook out. We couldn't fill our tournament, and then we had to pick up a non-conference meet away. But it's kind of nice having this meet at home. So we're going to listen to Tesh on the public address system here and the introductions of the wrestlers.
At 106 pounds from Stevens Point, a sophomore, Brittany Coons. Your revered freshman, Bryson Anderson. The matchup at 113 pounds, a sophomore for the Panthers, Dylan Coons. Your revered junior, Matrix Cisco. Wrestling at 120 pounds, a freshman from Stevens Point, Chance Bailey. Your Red Raiders, a junior, Patrick Ray. At 126 pounds, the Red Raiders sophomore, AJ Sly, will receive a forfeit. The match at 132 pounds, a freshman for the Panthers, Garrett Kovanek. Your Red Raiders, a sophomore, Matt Benitz. At 138 pounds, the Red Raiders freshman, Bird Deagle, will receive a forfeit. At 145 pounds, the matchup, a senior from the Panthers, Dakota Gals. Your Red Raiders, a junior, Dylan Hall. At 152 pounds, a junior from the Panthers, Britt Sherrill. Your Red Raiders, a freshman, Cody Sawyer. At 160 pounds, the Stevens Point Panthers have a sophomore, Joey Roth. Your Red Raiders, a senior, Nathan Iverson. At 170 pounds, a pair of juniors for the Panthers, Jake Harlow. Your Red Raider, Brett Benitz. The match at 182 pounds, a senior for the Panthers, Paul Zaleski. Your Red Raiders, the junior, Jake Tim. At 195 pounds, the Panthers have a senior, Austin Reed. Your Red Raiders, the junior, Nathan Fuller.
So there we are, we're all set, and as much hype as this meet has got, I know I've talked to Coach Groshek, and he's pretty disappointed. A couple sick kids, a couple of injuries, and we too have, we're missing a heavyweight, we're missing a 52-pounder, so it's not quite what we wanted, I guess.
No, but there's going to be some good matchups there, and just looking at that lineup, I think Point is going to move some kids around there.
And they will.
Yeah,
and we already have moved a couple of kids around.
Right.
Match starts at 106. It's like the old days, starting out with just the draw weight. The Kuntz boys have been around Point for years, and they're pretty good. They're a little small, and Bryson Einerson is a pretty good freshman.
Oh.
And the difference would be probably how we do on our feet here. Bryson's got himself an honorable mention in the state, and this match last year we got a forfeit too. So Brady Kuntz is a front headlock on here, and he's trying to come around, and Bryson's going to stay on this arm here pretty tight. Referee tonight is Cal Takas from Stratford. He's reffed around here a lot, and this isn't real good here. Kuntz is trying to throw a headlock there, and he threw him by. We'll put him right to his back, but I don't think we got back points.
Only a 1 count.
But that's where we can't be. He's
tough on top.
Well, I don't think this is Bryson's best position down here.
No, it's not.
And what's going to happen in this meet here is bonus points are going to be pretty critical. Point is going to try and get bonus points or pin points here, and I'd be doing the same thing if I was them. The only thing about Bryson, if he gets on top, he's pretty dangerous. He's Einerson.
Yes, he is.
Boy, he snaps him back here pretty hard.
Does.
We don't want to be sitting out in here too much, I don't think.
It's about 3 times now he's come close to scoring on that.
Yeah. And we're going to make it through this first period. We got 5 seconds left here.
Not bad.
So I'm not sure if you can hear the public address announcer or not, but our score is 2-0 Kuntz, Stevens Point, and Bryson is up. And he got a false start. I talked to the custodians about raising these backboards up a little bit, because how many times have we seen this? Trying to look through that this year. But we won't have to do it anymore. Now, we're in pretty good shape here. Bryson, depends on how long the ref lets us go. He's got 2 legs in here, and he's a pretty tough rider in here. And he's a little funky. He scares you a little bit up here. But this would be pretty nice if we had riding time. But we don't. So he's in here pretty tight. He's pretty, stays under those arms. He's going to be okay. 1:23 left.
Has to show more progress on that.
He didn't warn him, did he?
No, he didn't warn him.
Really, I don't know if there was anything. He's. It depends on the ref and their philosophy. The Rapids people haven't seen a lot of leg wrestling because we haven't done a lot of that here. But and some people think it's just stalling. But I want to tell you, watch your head, Bryson. Nice.
Gets that leg in, pulled himself back.
We're down to a minute. So we're halfway through this match, and the score is still 2-0. If we could catch him in a little, get a little power half going here, we'd be okay. And that's what he's trying to do. He can't call stalling here because he's working pretty hard for back
points. Right, and he's got him flat. He can make some progress now.
Yeah, I agree. Don't slip off to the side too far here, Bryson.
He's got our leg.
Come back, come back. He's kind of getting around him here. And Brady Kuntz gets a reversal here, and you know what? We almost made it through that whole period there.
We did.
I guess somebody must have a little blood, huh? So, folks, this is kind of a rare opportunity. Public access is allowing us to do this live, and Tom Lokes is here, who is the man over there, and he's brought his own cameraman. And the only thing is now, we can't edit it. So if Pete's language gets a little bad,
Yeah.
you're going to have to apologize for that.
Might as well apologize in advance for that.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah. He knows that I'm talking about myself, but blood time is up, and I don't think we took maybe more than a minute, did we? Hopefully.
Oh, blood time, not even a minute.
Had 9.9 seconds left here in the second period, and Kuntz is up 4-0.
This is Bryson. He does like it when they put the legs in on him.
Well, yeah, you know, and he's not the kind of guy that you want to fool around with, because he's pretty funky. It'd have been nice if we could have got through that second period without, but obviously Kuntz is favored here. Belly down here, Bryson. I think Kuntz is ranked like somewhere in the top 10 in the state, and I think Bryson might be honorable mention. Two pretty good 6-pounders here. They're two pretty tough kids, I know that.
Yes.
They used to come to our club, the Kuntz boys, and they were real little, and I don't know what happened last year, but they didn't wrestle. I think the parents just thought they were too small, but they are sophomores, so I don't think you can redshirt in high school.
Not in high school, no. I think you have to do that before high school.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Bryson's battling pretty hard down here. He's
been close to escaping.
Yeah, and he's working pretty hard at keeping a base here, and he might get something out of this. Come on, Bryson. Come on, buddy. Looked like he might be able to get into a standing switch here.
Yeah.
We've got 35 seconds left. Kuntz from Spash is leading 4-0. And you know, that was pretty nice.
Needed one more move.
No.
Get that right.
We got 10 seconds. Be nice coming out of here with a normal decision, even though we lose.
It was a good match.
Yeah, and you know, wow.
We come close to
He'd have got
scoring,
one out of this, yeah. And you know, Pete, we've lived on this for years, but sometimes when you're the underdog, and a big underdog, a normal loss is almost like a win, because had he gotten pinned or given up bonus points, then we'd have given up more. But we gave up three dual meet team points, and that was pretty good, I think.
It was a good match, though. So at 1:13, I don't know if they can hear.
Oh, that's okay. At 1:13, we have Matrix Jesco, one of our good juniors, and he's got the twin, Dylan Kuntz. Looks like they like going into that front headlock right away.
Yep, they like that front head.
Now, I would hope that we're favored in this one.
I would think we'd be favored here. Matrix has been wrestling good all year.
Now, Matrix is a junior, and Kuntz is a sophomore. And Point's been getting better, you know. I just saw in the paper they had a write-up today, and you and I know that all those years we coached, we never lost a point. I think we were 35-0 or something like that. And then the last couple of years, they beat us one year. Last year, the score was actually 34-33 we won. So it's a rivalry, but yet it's been a pretty lopsided rivalry.
One-sided rivalry.
Kuntz has a arm tie, Russian arm tie here, and he's trying to slow Matrix down. 40 seconds left in the first period. Come on, Matrix.
The angle, that's it.
"30 seconds.
Good counter by Kuntz.
Crack down on this,
Not
yeah.
letting him get the angle. Well, now he can go through.
Come on, Matrix. Come on, get your head up.
Post and go through.
Kuntz is just kind of stalling. Good defense, I guess.
Real good defense.
I thought Matrix was going to be able to bring that in and get into a double, but he's going to end up 0-0. So if you just joined us, Brady Kuntz won over Bryson Ironson 4-0, and we're in the second match of the evening with Matrix Jisco and Dylan Kuntz. Come on up, Matrix. Know where you're at, bud. Wow. I didn't expect that. That's Matrix's best position is on top, I think. He's got to pick up the offense here a little bit.
He does.
So Kuntz went ahead 1-0 here in the second period. Matrix isn't moving his feet much at all. He's kind of letting Kuntz kind of make all the action.
Right,
here.
he's pretty much on the defensive here.
Yeah, he really is.
He's better when he's on the offense.
Oh,
I
he
think.
is, yeah. And that was a pretty sloppy shot there.
Right. But at least he didn't stay down there.
No.
Back
Well,
to his
Matrix
feet.
is really strong, but he's not using it power at all. He's not getting an angle on here at all. Those two shots he's taken has been right straight in.
Right.
And they've been from too far out. Come on, Matrix. I think this is a match we planned on winning, but it's not going to be easy. We have 30 seconds left here.
Back to that Russian, he slowed Matrix way up with that.
Yeah, yeah. But you got to bring it across in front here, Matrix. Come on.
That was
a nice takedown. Come on, Matrix. Come on, buddy. Come on. Keep fighting here. Keep fighting. He fought that pretty hard. That was good counter, good scramble. And that's how the first period is going to end. Second period, rather.
So we need to get that first point. He's got.
Move your feet, Matrix. Come on, buddy. Let him drop back in on that leg.
We let him get the angle on us. He's going to come out of there, though.
Pretty close to scoring. If they go out of bounds, I think he'll score. Close match.
Minute 29, so this will be interesting.
What I don't like is that Kuntz really has been kind
the aggressor
of
on his
aggressor.
feet.
Yeah, that's the word. Yep.
Got that Russian.
And he scored pretty. Almost scored from here before. You got to get on offense. Kuntz is controlling the ties, everything here, Come on, Matrix.
About 35 seconds. Oh, there's a nice double.
Sure is. And he was setting that up the whole time.
Well,
25 seconds. Come on, Matrix. Pick it up here, bud. Ooh. Coach is up 3-1.
22 seconds. Not much time.
Down to 5 seconds, and I think we should have got one,
right,
but we didn't probably.
Oh.
Well, that was kind of a disappointment.
Not much offense for the Raiders in the first
no, there
two
really
matches.
wasn't. Yeah,
No,
we had two sloppy far-out double legs, but didn't get any farther than that. Look at this.
I figured that would happen, that Patrick gets the forfeit, and then they're going to move that freshman, Chance Bailey, up against our sophomore AJS line. That's
Yeah.
a smart move on their part. Well, Patrick probably would have pinned that freshman.
Yeah, there's gonna Chance Bailey is yeah, he's from Wapaka, really, and we're definitely an underdog here.
Yeah.
We knew there was going to be some moving around here, and you're right. This was a good move on their part. So Patrick Spray picks up a forfeit, and AJS Wine is out here against Chance Bailey. And he used to come to our club wrestling here quite a bit.
But the good news is, even though we're not wrestling very well, the team scores 6-6.
We're still
6-6.
6-6. And we would have, you know, you and I are a little biased, but Patrick Spray's arguably our best wrestler, one of our best.
Yes.
We would have got bonus points there, I think. But
pretty sure.
This one here, we're probably going to be in trouble. AJ's fighting is pretty good, but Bailey's got a pretty tough armbar on him here, and he took him over.
Geez, do you think they might do it again? Think they might forfeit to Max and move up to face Berg?
Don't know, because they got a forfeit listed here, but
right,
they've probably weighed in, kids. Even what he told Joyce down there really wasn't all the truth, because they didn't. He probably figured he wasn't going to tell me what the deal was.
Right.
What's this?
Well, Max has to report first, so they do the same thing. They're going to forfeit. And again, might as well go freshman against freshman. Season Max has been on a roll here too.
Yeah, he cut a little weight. He weighed in at so he can go down to 26 for next Tuesday. And this is Berg Diebel.
The match about 138 pounds. Stevens Point. Here, right. Your Rivera Berg Diebel.
So this is a ninth grader against
yeah, Garrett.
another
Vatek?
ninth grader. Givek, I don't know. You say it. It's not Dutch.
No, it's not.
Anyway, where are we at with our score? Team score here.
12-12.
12-12. And the Raiders have only scored on forfeits.
So far. I don't think that's going to be true all night long, though.
No, I wouldn't think so.
You know, I like Berg. Berg's a pretty good wrestler. Kind of rushed that.
Come on, Berg.
Hooked the leg.
Stuff it, Berg. Come on, buddy. So we've got a couple ninth graders here. And like you say, Berg has been wrestling pretty well lately.
Yeah.
Stretch it out, Berg. Stretch it out, buddy. Stretch it out.
There you go, there you go.
Be patient here, come on. We got 50 seconds left.
There we go. Hook the leg now. Hook
Step
his leg.
over, Berg, step over. Don't lose this, Berg. Come on. Step over.
Stalemate.
So did you come up with how to pronounce this boy's name here from Point?
Garrett.
Garrett, okay. That was a pretty nice
Missed
duck
the
under,
arm.
but he...
This is his gust right here. But he's not clearing the way.
Come on, step over that leg. Come on, step over that. Oh, sorry. Was that off of that duck under?
No, it's off the front head.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he missed the duck under. But only 2.9 seconds left. So
there we go.
Barely scored that. End of the first period. And it'd be important not to give a point up here.
Yeah, really would. So Berg Diebel's up 2-0. Got 138. Attaboy, attaboy. Nice stand up and right into a switch,
Right.
and it was pretty clean too.
He does that pretty good.
Yeah. So Berg Diebel's up 4-0 over Garrett from Stevens Point at 138 pounds.
I think it's Garrett Vodtek. I think the G is silent.
I'm going to call him Garrett. That's his first name,
We're
right?
pretty sure in that part, yeah.
I feel pretty good about it. Stay in there, Berg. Stay in there. Just get under that arm. Get under it. Oh, had that arm all pinned back there. Berg is one of our better freshmen here.
Oh, he's got it broke down now. Okay, this is looking pretty good now. It's too low.
Get some elevation here, Berg. 40-some seconds.
Stay under the arm.
Come on. Well, he's got them all wound up, but he hasn't scored any points.
Right. He's not executing exactly right.
If he'd have stayed with that arm behind, I think we'd have been all right.
I think so too. But freshmen tend to rush things. Oh, he gets us locked up. Oh, come on over. Oh, we only got 4 seconds left. I don't think we can
He
score.
might have got that. We got stopped for blood.
Blood.
Oh, it's on the knee, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not gonna. It's 0.9 seconds left here, and we're up 4-0. It should be nice to pick up a bonus point in here
Would.
somewhere.
We got 1 period left. We're probably going to be on top. I think Point will probably choose down.
Probably. For you folks that just tuned in, Point Rapids 12-12 in the 138-pound match. And again, we're doing this live here, and for you folks at home, I hope you appreciate River City's access for bringing this to you. And Pete Poeschl, we're longtime coaches here, and this is Lewie Benitz, and we're trying to bring this to you right in your own living room here.
So we got a little, oh, looks like he's ready to go. So 0.9, too bad the ref can't just wave that 9/10 off.
Yeah, we'll be okay here. Got a nice crowd here tonight, Pete. And
nice
part of it for that 74 reunion, and you and Dick Kavanaugh were with me on that way back there 40 years ago.
40 years ago, jeez.
Isn't that something?
Wow.
Everybody else got older. I don't know how that happened. Look at this.
I'm with you on
That a boy, Berg. That a boy, Berg. Nice. Finish, buddy. Nice.
Might want to do that again.
Well, I wonder what Scott's going to do. Cut him. But they're trying to get some extra points here. It's hard to get just on takedowns. And
right. But we're close. I think we'd have to get 2 more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is
Keep
his
him
best
on, Berg.
takedown.
Keep him on, buddy.
Doesn't have a deep enough. Oh, there you got the ankle.
Oh, we go to a cradle if we could in here. Pull that in there. Pull that in.
Oh, he's got him on his back now. Somehow he did get the cradle out of that.
He did.
This could be tight. Got him. Yeah.
Oh, big bonus points. So Berg Debo leading 6-0 maybe, whatever, but he fought his way back in there and got a big got a fall for us, and that's 6 points that I'm not sure they were counting on.
So now, Dylan Hall. Yeah, I guess they're going to wrestle Dylan.
Well, they will, because now these next 3 guys they got are pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yes, they are.
Dakota Kells is a senior. Kells is ranked in the top 10. I'm not sure where. Ooh. Pretty much went both ways there.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've watched Dylan Hall enough to stay away from that headlock. Although Kells kind of likes it up here too, doesn't he?
He does. Kind of
Dylan's got to throw it out of a flurry. He makes a mistake sometimes of coming out just looking for it. And you and I both know it's if you're going to throw headlocks, it's got to be out of flurries. And he's got a good one if he does it. Boy, he fought his way out of here, didn't he?
Yeah, but that was a nice double. I thought he was going to get that maybe.
Yeah, and also a nice throw by, it was like, what? His upper body throw.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it, but Dylan worked his butt off not to get back point scored down in there. So we got 50 seconds about now in the 0-0.
Nice takedown.
These point kids spend a lot of time over at Dennis Hall's camp, and that kind of showed up there.
Yes, it did. It looks like Dakota likes to wrestle Greco.
Yeah, almost.
It's a Greco stance there, pretty much.
Pretty tight cradle he's got on here, too. Come on, Dylan. Look at this. That could have went either way there.
It's a good thing we're off the mat, though.
21 seconds, and Kells is up 2-0. Team score is 18-12, Rapids. And we're at 145 pounds.
Again, just doesn't get his hips down enough.
Well, this match isn't going to end 2-0.
No, it's not.
1.4 seconds left here. Probably won't be a change.
At the end of one period, Kells on point is 2-0.
So So Kells is choosing down and scores 2-0. And he'd probably be favored in this. Ooh, ooh. He's got pretty good balance.
Real good balance, right.
So Kells is now up 3-0. And Dylan can't throw caution in the wind here neither. We're still in this match. You gotta
Don't chase him.
Keep it
pick
close.
away, yeah. Stay in the match, stay in the match.
Don't chase.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And that's what Kells is trying to get him to do.
Right.
Pushing into him. Careful here, Dylan.
Kells is real comfortable up there.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
Stay in the middle of that. Make sure to come to you.
Yep, that's exactly right. I know these kids have been over there quite a bit. But that's Dylan's strong point too.
Almost had that.
Must be pretty strong.
Must be.
Straighten him right up. That was a nice penetration there. Watch this. Move your feet, Dylan. Move your feet, buddy.
I'm moving mine up here. I don't know if that helps or not.
Too. I am too. He's beating Dylan at his own game here.
Yes.
But he's getting his hips inside. That's where we're kind of. Yeah, he's just sucking his thing.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, couldn't get slid down on that foot.
Right.
We'd have finished that single. He was in there.
He was in there nice and deep, but
Yeah.
Kells countered.
5 seconds left here. Might have got that. Might have. I don't know. But he's Kells is not a good matchup for Dylan. Dylan likes that throw, and so does Kells. So Kells is up 3-0, 145 pounds, and Dylan Hall is in the bottom position. Team score is 18-12, Rapids. You know, Dylan's bringing it though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's scrambling pretty good there.
Yeah,
if he can do that in the middle
I think
of the
so
mat,
too. Yeah.
he might be able to score there.
I think we just got to be careful not to throw caution in the wind here and get tossed on our back.
We want to win the meet. He's got the cradle. I think he's got a cradle locked up.
Yeah, he does.
Dylan broke it. Just keep the hand now. There, now let's get a little. There we go.
Boy. Now we got to be a little smart. It'd be nice to win this, but we don't want to get pinned either.
Kells has been backing up the whole match.
Yeah, he really has.
That's, that's his style. Exactly what she said. We didn't want to happen.
Kells feels pretty comfortable in there. Dylan really went after him, and you gotta credit him for that. He's a little down now, but you gotta stay in the match here, Dylan. He's down 7-1. That was big. 4 points right there.
4
point
swing, yeah.
Dylan's wrestled hard. Gotta watch this suck back here. Attaboy, Dill. So they're looking for bonus points here too.
I was going to say, maybe a slide by is going to work there. Boy, he gets that underhook and just elevates right away.
Yeah, yeah.
We got to stay lower so he can't elevate with it.
He's kind of sucking us in here. He could have got a caution point there because.
Well, there it is. That's 11, 9-3, 15 seconds.
9-3. If we hold it like this, that's probably easy though, Dill. Tell you one thing about Dylan, he's brought it.
Yeah.
1.6 seconds in the third period, and Kells from point is up 9-4.
9-4, the final.
I almost, not that we couldn't have won it, but I almost feel a little relieved here. Kells wrestled Hall's style, you know.
Yeah.
He wanted to wrestle upper body, and he might have been just a little better at it.
I think so. Well, here's another guy that can go upper body too, right? This Poeschl.
Poeschl's a pretty good wrestler.
Yeah.
And yeah, he was like third in the state last year, maybe. Placed pretty high.
Placed high, you know. We've got.
So we're definitely underdog here.
So the team score after that is 18-15. And we're,
I think what was happening here, they probably moved, you know, those guys up. And I think we were running out of bodies too, and we're in a mismatch here probably.
but we're halfway through the meet and we're ahead 18-15. So.
And Cheryl's got a pretty tight cradle on. And Cody Sawyer. That was nice.
Sure.
Fritz has been around for a long time. He's a nice kid. It's a nice family. I've come to know him through kids wrestling quite a bit.
He's pretty good. So Cody gets pinned.
So that moves the score up 21-18.
Points ahead now.
For Spash. And now we've moved everybody up here a little bit.
Right.
Peyton and Brock and Jake Tim, I think, all weighed in at 160. And they're kind of watching it for that big meet with Freedom next week.
Yeah.
So they all can go down. Now, Joey Roth is one of the really good sophomores, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. Peyton is, oh, he wants to come right and throw him, huh?
Well, the Roths have been around point for a long time.
Yeah, this second generation or third, maybe, who knows.
They're always very good. Peyton's a little tall here for him.
Oh, don't let him behind, though. Well, it was quite a flurry. Roth wanted to throw him, and it's hard to throw a guy half a foot taller than you.
Sure is.
And Peyton, even though he is an upper body guy, they say tall guys are hard to throw. And so then Roth really was going to get the takedown, and Peyton hit him with a nice switch right off of there, and seems like we might have injured our elbow here.
Looks like it might be. We should get the takedown for that, though, shouldn't we?
We should, yeah. If we don't, we'll run down there.
So while we got a little time here, let's talk about the schedule coming up here.
Well, the schedule coming up on this weekend, the JVs are going up to Wausau West tournament, JV tournament, but next Tuesday we go to Freedom. And Freedom beat us over at the Battle of the Bay.
Yep.
We were second, they were first. They've got a really strong team. They're ranked first in Division II in front of Ellsworth now. And like I say, they finished in front of us, and it's going to be a tough duel. I think it'll be a great duel. It's going to be fun to watch. You getting over there?
I'll be going over. Oh, no, I don't think I will be.
Well, come on now. You are or you aren't?
I'm not. I'm on my way to Las Vegas that day.
Oh, Pete, come on.
In a truck.
It's about
In a
the
truck.
time we really... What are you doing there?
Well, Paul's moving to Las Vegas, so.
Oh, is he really?
So
Wow.
he's moving his stuff there, and I volunteered to ride along.
Oh, good for you. You're a good dad.
I forgot about Freedom. We could have postponed it till Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, that'll be a good meet over there. Like I say, they got a good program, got a good young coach. And did they forfeit that or default that?
They defaulted, right. Rick, the trainer, is looking them over pretty good, but
Well, that, I don't know who would have been favored there. So we're bringing up, Brock Benitz has moved up to 170. And Jake Harlow, and I know nothing about him at all.
no,
I do know something about this guy because he's my grandson.
it's a nice double.
He's getting a lot better, Pete. I hear this every day from Scott, and he's lost a lot of weight, and
Quicker
he is quick.
than he's
Yeah.
been, yeah. That was a nice double.
Yeah, he'll probably cut him here, I guess. Well, I don't know. I think they're looking for back points. He uses his legs really well, and he's funky. He's a Ben Askren clone. And he punishes pretty hard.
He does. Doesn't look like much, but he's really grinding on you right there.
Oh my God, yeah. I've had him do that to me a little bit. We've talked before. It's hard to pin pretty good guys in the first period because they got a little juice in them.
Right. Everything's pretty even in the first. Well,
He does this for about 1 minute, and his neck will start getting pretty tired and sore.
yep. Well, now he's going to go back on his feet.
See, and that's how you go from that front headlock. It's not a slow thing. It's you snap it down. Nice takedown, but right into a half, and
This is going to be tight.
this is pretty tight.
Right over the top.
Owie, owie, owie. Come on, Brock, get these points for us.
This guy's pretty flexible, though.
Yeah, he really is. Now this is up at 170, right?
Right. This is
Right.
at 170.
Okay.
So we got a 7-1 lead and 20 seconds left in the first period.
And the team scores 24-21. We kind of
We're a
pulled
field goal ahead.
Yeah, we are. How are you looking for that Packer game?
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Boy, not many people around the country are picking the Packers, are they?
No, that's okay. I'm picking the Packers.
Yeah, I am too.
At the end of one period, Benitz and Rivals lead 7-1.
So Green, or Point, chose top.
Pretty good hand control.
Makes it 8-1.
So Brock goes up 8-1. Well,
Let's clear those hands and right in on that single, switch to a double.
well, he's putting on a clinic here, boy. He goes from that single to that double quick. Don't sit around and wait for things to happen. But I'm sure what we want, what the coaches want, is big points out of
Points,
this.
right.
Scores 10-1 at 170 pounds. So Brock Benitz is ahead of Jake Harlow. And the team score is 24-21. And the truth is we've got some hammers up top.
Yes, we do.
And they had some issues, I think.
55 seconds. Looks like Brock is going to release him again. So 10-2. Let's see if he gets that single again.
Shot a little too far away there.
Yeah.
In wrestling, folks, second shots are, when you get to be a better wrestler, it's how you really score. And that was a second shot there. Sounds easy, it's not. I think we're looking for a tech fall, huh?
We're 11.7. There's only 20 seconds left, so probably ride him out. That's it.
1 point penalty, Harlow.
And that was, could have been potentially dangerous. He called it illegal because he went against the joint there.
Yeah.
And if that was my son on the bottom, I'd have thought that was a pretty good call.
Yeah. So we got.
Wow. Some dart there, huh?
I think we have to get 4 takedowns to tech him. So that was 1.
And that's probably, it looked like that's what Scott had said, you know.
Right. It's like there's 2. Still got a minute 47.
Well, maybe now he's going to try and turn him. I don't know what he and his dad are communicating
I think they
here.
want to get 1 more so that they can release at the end to get it if they can't, you know,
Yeah, we got a lot of time,
a
yeah.
lot of time.
He does a lot of things.
A lot of things, right? So now it's a 14-point lead. So we're gonna, I think Scott said try to turn him.
Yeah.
If we get close to the end, we'll probably release him and
Well, we got a minute 17
right,
left.
plenty
so.
of time. And
Okay, yeah.
Brock does turn people, so.
I'll try and hip tip him here, but he never got the leg really in there. So anyway, and then after that, after Freedom, we go to St. Croix Falls, which is way up north, but it's a really tough tournament. There's some really good individuals in there.
Okay.
We didn't do so well up there last year. I think we should be one of the favorites. My old hometown, Poeschl's in there. A few other pretty good kids. Oh, nice little duck on there. He did a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
He must have had about 5 different kind of takedowns in there. So 170, Brock Benitz gets a tech fall.
22-7. A lot of points.
So now our kids are all moved up here. This is Jake Tim, who we wrestle kind of all over the place, but it's 182 pounds, and Paul looks a little bigger than him.
Just a little.
Paul Zaweski from Spash. And our team score is 29-21.
So we got an 8-point lead.
And we're at 182 pounds. We've talked about this before. Jake Tim has improved a lot this year.
Yeah.
He does a lot with what his physical skills allow him to do. He's got a nice improvement.
Keep facing him. stopped moving.
Yep, you're exactly right. He had a little standing switch action there, and I thought he was going to be able to make that work. So anyway, as far as our...
Just one more movie to been out.
I think he might get out on this one.
There we go. That's good.
So this is the last time for these seniors to be home, and it doesn't seem possible.
Wow.
But that's how it is. Say we're going to Freedom on Tuesday, the 24th. We're going up to St. Croix Falls. As far as the high school goes, then we go to Merrill on the 29th, and then the conference tournament already on February 7th. So not a lot of
Where's the conference tournament?
It's at Marshfield. Yeah.
At least it's close.
Yeah. It was kind of nice seeing some of these old guys. Jerry Turbin, I haven't seen him in years.
I haven't either.
He was our first state champion
Yes,
here.
he was.
That was an interesting year. In '73, we finished third. And back in those early days when I first got here, we'd get a lot of kids out, had nice teams, but we weren't able to compete with those southern schools, the Stoughton's, Mineral Points, Racine Park, some of those schools. And we'd be ranked '1 in the state. Boy, Jake Tim is doing pretty well here. But anyway, we couldn't compete down there. And then in '73, we were able to finish third. And then we just had some outstanding athletes in those upper weights. Jerry Turbin won it. Jim Rubishki was second. Ken Dine was third. And we took Tony Lassa down there too. It was a pretty amazing feeling. Whoa, did we go on our head here? That's one of the issues when you're wrestling up a weight or two.
Yeah.
You get tossed around.
Pretty easy.
That was a beaner there.
I remember that tournament. Ken Dine was kind of injured that last day.
Really injured, yep.
But he still won his last match.
He won his last match, and that kind of was what won it for us.
Yeah.
That was a really interesting year. Oh, Jacob, he just flattened out there. He had the takedown, coach. Had to get big right there. We had a blizzard, and the whole tournament got pushed back.
That's right.
Like one whole session.
That's right.
And Kenny was up working out with the University of Wisconsin, actually Rick Lowinger, and messed up that leg. And then he come back and got third out of that whole mess. And that was the difference for us. Boy, I thought we had that takedown.
I think we were on top.
Well, whatever. I thought we were not going to get scored on.
You're right. About
Yeah, you're right.
35 seconds or behind 4-1. He's holding his own. He's up a weight.
A couple, maybe.
A couple weights, probably. Yeah, he was at 60 earlier this year.
Yeah.
82 today.
So this team has improved quite a bit as the year went on. You know, we last year was kind of a so-so year, although we won the regional, and I think we were second in the conference. But in our standards, that wasn't what we expected. But we were honorable mention in the state when the season started. We worked our way up to fourth, I think. Yeah. So I think we.
Anna Stoughton is ahead of us. Who's the other team?
And Milton.
Milton. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would make
And
sense.
Stoughton and Milton are wrestling tonight.
Oh, okay.
So come on, Jake.
Still in the match. It's 4-1.
That's probably a good choice.
Probably.
Nice little drag.
Yeah. He didn't show that in the first period.
No, no.
We might have gone down if we'd have known that.
Well, we were standing around there a little flat-footed there. I don't think we were quite ready for
Quite
that.
ready, right? You always got to be ready. Oh, there you are. Come on, turn. Oh, come on, get this
Attaboy,
one, get
Jake.
this. Switch to a double.
What do we do?
They gave us
Loss
one.
of control, yeah. So the score here is 6-2 with 1:14 left in the third period with Jake Tim at 170 pounds wrestling Paul Zalewski.
So he's looking for that drag, but Jake's aware of it now.
Yeah. Oh. That could have been called.
Yeah.
Come on, Jake.
"30 seconds.
They're trying to get a major out of this. Then I guess we'd be trying to do the same thing.
I don't know if we deserve that."
You know, sometimes, you know, he was just overpowered. There wasn't
That's
much
what I
more
thought.
he
He's
can
just
do.
overpowered.
Yeah.
I didn't see the top guy doing much either.
Well, how many did he score? 9? It was like 9-2.
Yep, we lost 9-2. We kept it just a regular decision, so we gave up 3, and being up at 82 from 60, that's
Yeah, I
probably
think so,
a pretty
too.
good win for him, really.
That's like, where else did we keep a match kind of close? With Dylan Hall, actually.
Dylan Hall was the other one, right?
At 195 pounds from Stevens Point, Austin Reed, your Red Raider, Cody Hill.
So we should be favored in this. Cody's pretty tough. He's ranked like second to stay. Boy, this guy was going over the halls too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
We're looking for. You don't want to be messing around throwing with a guy like Cody, I don't think. He's an athlete, isn't he?
Sure is. Fun to watch.
Yeah. So what do you think is going to happen here?
Well, I
As far
was
as the
kind of watching.
matches.
We don't have anybody else, do we?
Well, they do here at heavyweight.
But we don't. Who do we have?
I don't think so.
Mike Weinfurter is sick,
Yeah, he's not here today.
so we only got Bo left. Unless, I don't think Nathan Fuller.
Hope we get a chance to watch Bo. I suppose it depends on who puts our guy in the mat first. Yeah, this will be interesting. They won't wrestle Bo. So who has to come out here first?
We do.
Yep.
He's showing
And then we're just going to trade forfeits.
they don't hit neither one.
At 220 pounds.
Oh, we don't have a guy here, and they don't have a guy here.
Well, that's why Cody was at 195. So this will be the last match.
Oh wait, I'm confused. Are we wrestling?
This is at 285.
So what happened to 220? Just double forfeit?
Double forfeit, right.
Well, they didn't have to do that though, did they?
I think so.
Bozo after that quick pin again. 13 seconds?
15 seconds.
Sorry, Bo.
Keep working on that though, Bo. I like the way he comes out of the gate there.
I'll tell you what we're going to do, Pete, because we're doing this live. I don't really think that we're going to wait and do an interview with Scott, and I think with Tom here, we're going to wrap this up, talk about this a little bit, the meet, and maybe just wrap it up here a little bit.
Sounds good.
This is a duel between the two undefeated teams in the Valley yet. Point came in here 3-0, and the Raiders 4-0, and the Raiders are still undefeated. They're 5-0, and it was a little bit bittersweet because both teams are missing wrestlers.
Yes.
We had more forfeits than we would like to see, but just going back, the match started at 106. Brady Kuntz won 4-0 over Bryson Einerson. Dylan Kuntz, an upset, I think, for us anyway.
I would think so.
Beat Matrix Jisco 3-1. And then Patrick Sprague got a forfeit. And then they moved up Chance Bailey on AJS wine, and he got a fall. So the score was just going back and forth there for a while.
Yes, it was.
At 132, then they forfeited to Max Benitz. They picked up 6 points there. And you know what? Maybe if it's okay with Tom, we can do a little bit of an interview with Scott, and we're just going through some of this here. So I didn't know you'd get up here. We were just doing a recap here.
All right.
So we've got Scott Benitz here, and again, folks, this is live, and we're pretty fortunate to be able to do all this. So we went through the matches up through Max Benitz getting a forfeit.
All right. Yeah, and they made a move there. They moved Garrett Kavatek up on Berg Diebel. Berg, started out a little slow, got wrestling better as the match wore on, and ended up with a pin like we were hoping to get 12 points out of those two matches. So want me to go through them all?
I think so.
Yeah, one of the better matches tonight was Dylan Hall against Dakota Kells, and two conflicting styles, and something was going to give, and kind of put us on defense the whole match. We just couldn't kind of get our offense going at all, and it wasn't a very pretty match to watch. Kells is real hard to wrestle. He's ranked pretty high in the state for a reason, and he wrestled up. He was able to dictate the type of match that
I think he spent a little time maybe in Dennis Hall's room.
Oh yeah, they do. They wrestle up there a lot.
But I thought Dylan brought it the whole match. He didn't lay down.
Yeah, no, he did fine. And then Cody Sawyer, obviously had Fritz back in their lineup. We weren't sure he was going to go tonight or not, and pretty tough duty there for a freshman. But that's what we do. We didn't have 52 weight in today. We were weighting up, and we're struggling in there with some weight issues and trying to get our team kind of solidified. And we did what we had to do to win a dual meet tonight by moving up. So put Peyton out there then at 60 against Joey Roth, and unfortunately I think Joey's arm is not good. That's a bad injury. Heading to the hospital. Yeah, and it's not. I don't think it's going to be a good deal for them, and it's unfortunate because I think he's a pretty good kid and a pretty good wrestler, and it happened out of a switch. He was, probably going to get that takedown, except we're kind of like Kells. Peyton is kind of funky like that. Hit that switch hard.
He really was going to try and throw.
Yep.
Peyton, but it's hard to throw somebody that's 6 inches taller than you.
Yeah, and Peyton wasn't going to back down from it. He stepped right up with him and then mixed it up, and we ended up in a good position. And then we put Brock out then at 70, and we got to finally see him wrestle on his feet a little bit. When he wants to get on it, he can get after it.
did a clinic. I think I saw 5 different takedowns in that match.
Yeah, you know, the kid was overmatched, and he was going to do whatever he could to stall and not get pinned, because that was his job. And we were going to sit and work to try to get a pin, and it wasn't going to happen. And then Jake Tim, we're up at 82. I mean, we're struggling at 52. We're a guy short in there if we, you know, if we don't get somebody down, and odd man goes up. And unfortunately for Jake right now, he's having to wrestle up. And guy was bigger and stronger, and kid's not a bad wrestler, and we come out on the short end. And, but he battled, and he didn't give up an extra team point, and you know, it's the things we try to do in these tough matches. And then we had a chance to wrestle Nate Fuller tonight. He hurt the ribs a week ago, and we had him out 4 duels last week, and he was ready to go tonight. We were going to go, and opted with the draw weight. They had to report first. Opted just put Cody out there, double forfeit 220, and just go with it. And
well, yeah, and it was good. I was thinking somehow they were going to work it around so Bo wouldn't get a match, but in the end,
it was weighed in okay for us. And you know, they didn't have a couple guys up there, and it worked out in our favor with us moving up. We moved up for a reason based on their weigh-in, and Cody wanted the match, Nate wanted the match, and we made the call that Nate needed to rest one more meet. We need him. We had this meet iced. If that would have been a draw weight to start the meet, he would have wrestled. But tonight we had it wrapped up, and we didn't wrestle.
Well, it wasn't what anybody wanted, you know, with some forfeits and just how it is. I think Point's got a nice program. They got good coaches. I think we had more depth than they did. And then when you get some injuries or sickness, when you're not very deep, you really don't have much going on. Just kind of quickly, talk to us about the big meet on Tuesday night.
Well, we've seen Freedom twice already this year. We finished behind them. First, they were first, we were second at the Battle on the Bay. They outplaced us in a few weight classes, but we never wrestled them other than one match. So we don't really know how that, you know, would shake out in a duel. And then we saw them at the Cheesehead, and we placed ahead of them. I think we have more horses than they have, but they have a very balanced team. The crossface rankings came out today. They're ranked number 1 in D2. We're ranked number 3 now in the crossface.
Are we really?
We are number 3, and we're making a push. And we're going to find out, you know, a little bit about us. It's a matchup that's going to come down to a coin toss, unless one or the other of us decide to change some weight classes. And I'm guessing you're going to see some guys at some weights that they weren't necessarily always wrestling at, trying to get matchups to win a duel. It's one of those that's going to be fun. Justin Lancaster's a friend of, obviously you know him, and he's a friend of mine. Good person. He's really worked to develop that program. They're going to put on a show. It's going to be on Badger State. It's going to be under a spotlight. They're going to have dry ice for introductions. They're going to have a DJ playing music, and they're going to make it a spectacle. And we're excited about going over there. We wish it was at home. We need some more home meets, but I'm excited. The kids are excited. We're going to take tomorrow and kind of enjoy this one a little bit.
But first things first, we had to get through this one tonight, and I don't want to slight Tom Lokes for River Cities Access for doing this live tonight.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And that really is for our people at home watching it right now. And we had a lot of things going on tonight. We couldn't get it all on TV, but we had first state team champions we had here at Rapids, 1974 guys. And they all got a little older, but I guess that happens. But that was great. We had a nice crowd. Point brought some people here, and it was a good dual meet. It was good for wrestling.
Well, it was nice for our kids to see some of the guys that started some of the traditions that you know, we kind of live on sometimes. And, you know, we've been talking about it, and you know, I mean, I haven't really even told you, but we're making a push for the end of the year, and the goal would be to win one 40 years after the first one. And
that's what it's all about.
I think we're in a position now where we can actually start to believe that. I think our kids are starting to believe that, and I think people around the state are actually believing that when we put everything together, that we can go with anybody. But we're a matchup team. We have holes. It's not like you know, a few years back when we could just walk the meet and whoever they put on our guy, we'd lose a couple here and there, but we were going to win 10 matches. We don't have that team right now. We're going to win 7, lose 7 in a lot of matches, and we got to find the right matches to get bonuses in. And tonight was the first time we've been in a duel where we had to watch team points. You know, Jake Tim Dylan Hall. We need to be more conscious of not giving up team points, and those are things they didn't give those up.
Yep.
But you have to be in those matches to appreciate that. That's what it's going to take for us to go as far as we can, because we haven't been in many meets like that for a couple of years. These guys haven't been in them.
And we talked about that a little bit, how if you're really overmatched, keeping it to a normal decision is
like Bryson
actually
Anderson
a
did.
win. Yeah.
He wrestled a great match to start us out.
Yeah. So we really have to, we're talking to Scott Benitz, head coach, and thanks again for River City Access, and we're going to call it a night. Thank you.
Thank you.